Hello guys, I hope you're all well. Today I'm going to be doing a weight gain journey update. I did actually film this on the 8th of March, which is when I had my first, or like my second set of measurements. It's like my first weigh-in kind of thing, like progress. Filmed it all and then deleted the footage, and then life's just been a little bit busy, and I've since had another weigh-in. I don't like saying weigh-in because I'm not, even though this video is going to be all about numbers and like my measurements and weight that I've gained, I'm not focused on the numbers, which is a bit of a contradiction, but yeah, I got weighed and I got measured. So yes, I hope that you like this video. If you do, please do give it a thumbs up. If you're on the same journey as well, then comment below, let me know how you're gaining weight, or if you're the opposite, if you're losing weight or whatever it is, let me know and we can support each other. And if you are new, please do subscribe. I would love to have you here. And yes, let's go. So to recap, I lost quite a lot of weight due to stress. I was in the middle of a divorce. I mean, I still am now, but mentally I was just in a really different place back in like over Christmas and New Year. So February time, I started going to the Mint Yard, which is a PT studio. So they do small group classes, PT sessions, and I've been going to David Lloyd Gym. I still go there now, I've been there for a few years now, and I love it. I still go a couple of times a week, but I felt like I needed something a bit more personal. So when the Mint Yard got in touch to see if I wanted to collaborate, it was the perfect timing. I was just mentally very low. Physically, I just lost so much weight, and it was one of the first things that people would say to me, like, oh, you've lost weight, because you could see it in my face. And even if I hadn't seen the numbers, I would know that I've gained weight now, because at this point in like around January time, when I was laying in the bath, I remember looking and my hips were higher than my stomach, and I remember just thinking, I've never been like that before. Whereas now my stomach is higher than my hips, which, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's however you're happy, but I didn't feel happy. When I looked in the mirror, I felt very low and very empty and hollow, and like, I mean, my cheeks were very hollowed out, whereas now I just feel full. I feel full on the outside and full on the inside, and that's the most important thing. So yeah, I feel like that's like a bit of a disclaimer when you're watching this. This isn't about like what measurements and what weights you need to be. This is just confirmation for me that the stuff that I've been doing is working, but I also get confirmation from how I'm feeling. Yeah, I don't want anyone to be watching this and think like, oh, her waist is, this measurement, and her arms are this measurement, and like to feel like that's what you should or shouldn't be. It's just my update. This is just my journey. So back in February, the 6th of Feb, that's when I had my first lot of measurements done, and I think I have shared this in a previous video, but I will just recap on it. What we agreed is that I would do lots of strength training and I would increase my calories. Minimal cardio, because even though cardio is really good for you mentally, I didn't want to be burning any more calories than I needed to, and just really, really build up my strength. So heavy weights, low reps, and then increasing my calories. I started drinking Huel, which I spoke about in a previous video. Okay, so when I had the first lot of measurements done, it was on the 6th of Feb. I then had the second lot done on the 8th of March, so just over a month, and that's doing, on average, like some weeks I didn't manage it, some weeks I did more, but 2 PT sessions at the Mint Yard, 2 gym sessions at David Lloyd, was just following the programme that they'd sent me at the Mint Yard and increasing my calories. My weight when I first started was 43.2 kilograms, which is 6.8 stone. And when I went back on the 8th of March, I'd gone up to 44.9 kilograms, which is 7.1 stone. It's not a huge increase, but it's a steady one. And I wasn't like shoveling down the food and training every day. Like, I just feel like it was a really manageable program that I was on. So that was really exciting. My shoulders went from 94 centimeters to 95. My chest went from 68.5 to 72.5. My arms were both 20 and they went up to 21. My waist went from 60 to 62. My hips went from 82.5 to 84. And my thighs from 43 to 44.5. The numbers don't seem a lot, like arms from 20 to 21, but my PT was like, that is really good. Like, it is actually quite difficult to do that. So I was just glad that I hadn't lost any more, because I'd had a few stressful periods in between that where, you know, I'd had a few days where I hadn't been able to eat much, or I'd not been able to train, and I worried that I hadn't gained anything. Not that it's about the numbers, but yeah, that's just how I felt. So I was really, really pleased. And then the next time that I had all my measurements done was the 24th of April. So from the 8th of March to the 24th of April. And in that time, my mindset had just changed. Like, I was feeling so much better mentally. So I wasn't feeling like I needed to eat as much and I needed to go to the gym as much. And even though, like, I enjoyed it, I love eating healthily, I love eating well and nourishing my body, and I love going to the gym, I love lifting heavy, so it's all stuff that I enjoyed, but I just took the pressure off. And I went away on holiday, so I missed like a few training days, and then it was the Easter holidays, so yeah, I couldn't go as much then. And I think because I knew that I'd already gained a little bit, and I looked different. Like, when I looked in the mirror, like, the hollowed-inness of my cheeks had gone, and yeah, I was feeling happier inside and on the outside. So I didn't know if I would have gained much, but I didn't have that pressure and that worry. So when I went in on the 24th of April, I'd gone from 44.9 kilograms, 7.1 stone on the 8th of March, to 47.9 kilograms, which is 7.5 stone. So the 6th of Feb, I started at 6.8 stone, 8th of March, 7.1 stone, 24th of April, 7.5 stone. And I honestly, like, I didn't know if I had gained or not, so I was really, really pleased with that. And then shoulders had stayed at 95, chest had gone up to 74, so it started at 68.5, gone up to 72.5, and now 74, which I was really pleased with. Arms stayed at 21. My waist had gone up to 72. So I'd gone from 60 to 62 to 72. Hips went from 84 to 85.5. That was 82.5, 84, 85.5, so quite a gradual one. And my thighs stayed at 44.5 each. So yeah, I was really, really pleased. Some really good increases, some staying the same. I hadn't lost on anything. And yeah, I feel happier. And I remember my PT Jackie, who is just amazing. And I'll leave a link below I'll leave a link to like the Mint Yard and my PT Jackie's Instagram, because she's just incredible. And I remember her saying to me one day when I went in, and I was a bit tearful, like some stuff had gone on with the divorce that just made me feel really stressed, and I hadn't eaten that morning. And I felt like I was going to pass out when I was doing the workout, and I said to her, like, I'm just not feeling it. And she was like, look, I know you want a bigger bum, I know you want to gain weight, but I think you just need to focus on being happy, like feeling stronger, and the rest will come. And that just really, really stuck with me. And I think in between having my measurements done in March and in April, I took the pressure off, and I just focused on feeling good, and the rest just came with it. So now, like, I feel good, I feel strong. My bum probably hasn't grown as much as I like planned for it to, like back in February, but like my legs have grown more, and my upper body, and I'm just growing in strength all over, rather than just thinking I want a bigger bum and I want to be 8 stone. And you know, like those things didn't mean anything. And when I first joined, actually, Elliot, who owns the Mint Yard, he said to me, like, why do you want to be 8 stone? Why do you want a bigger bum? He wasn't saying that I didn't need to do those things, but he was just saying, you know, what's the reasoning behind it? And I couldn't really answer that. I was like, it just seems like a healthy weight for me, and you know, my bum's quite flat, so I want it to be bigger. And whereas now I don't know, I'm happy with how my body is. And when I look in the mirror, I don't think like, oh yeah, my bum's loads bigger. I mean, it probably hasn't grown loads, but I feel happy, like I'm happy and I feel strong. So yes, that is my update. That's my weight gain and all of my measurements. I'm going to keep going, and I'll do another update in like another 6 weeks or whatever. But yeah, I just thought that I'd fill you guys in, because I know that a lot of you are following who are also trying to gain weight. And yeah, I just want to kind of highlight that if you just take off the pressure, you can still get those results. So yes, thank you for watching. I hope that you found this useful. If you have, please do give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye!